Hello and welcome to Polo and Tweed HQ. I'm Ruth. I'm one of the training and recruitment consultants here at Polo and Tweed, and this is my colleague Chloe. She's also a recruitment and training consultant here too. We're going to have a quick chat today, bring you up to speed on the differences between working in a private and a domestic house to working in a corporate environment.
Yeah, so they can be very, very different. Obviously in private households, your employer may be looking for something quite different to what they'd be looking for in a corporate setting. So because you're working in their private household, maybe as their nanny with their children or as their chef in their kitchen,
absolutely.
They will be looking much more at your personality and how you fit in with them as a family and their staff as well. And also to private families, discretion is very important too. So you know you're in their household, so there's an importance on discretion that
absolutely.
You may not necessarily see as much in the corporate world or in an office setting.
It is a different dynamic there that you have to be aware of, and as you go through the process can be quite different when you're applying for the job. They are, as well as looking for that right person, they're going to keep interviewing until they find that right person. You're not going to necessarily find that applications must be in by date at the bottom. They're just going to keep going. They're just going to keep interviewing people until they find the right person. And as well, when it comes to that side of things, getting your CV in as quickly as you can, be that early bird catching the worm with that. Yeah. So as well as the formality, it can be different too, the whole formality of the situation.
So offices and corporate roles tend to be more formal, and you know they follow a set process, and you know this is how they do interviews and this is what they do after. Whereas in private recruitment roles, you may find that actually things aren't a set process, and it's much more flexible, much more dependent on the family and the candidate and the role you're going for. So you may find that it's you know slightly less formal than an office.
Absolutely. And with that informality, as it were, you know, they are a family and they may go on holiday. A question I'm often asked is, what's happening? Why has things gone quiet?
Why haven't I heard anything?
Absolutely. It's not a problem, do not worry. You know, some families move quickly, some move slowly, they all move at their own speed, and then there's other families who ebb and flow. You know, they may be travelling with work or travelling for pleasure, holidays, and you'll get a burst of activity, then you'll have a period of quiet, and then another burst of activity. It's nothing to worry about, and it's very normal.
Yeah, but if you are used to working in the corporate environment, in offices, when you know someone is there every day, Monday to Friday, and you get quick responses because they are there. You will always get quick responses from a recruitment agency, but it may be that we don't have any news for you because the client hasn't given us any news.
Absolutely. And stay in touch with your consultant. They will be able to tell you when things are moving forward, but as well they may not have any news for you, so bearing with them and being patient also is much appreciated by us. So be aware that it isn't the corporate world, and there isn't necessarily deadlines on things happening to the same degree.
Yeah, and another massive difference between private domestic employment and the corporate world can be the salary. So they often expect more flexibility. If you're working with a private family in a household, there are going to be times when you need to be more flexible, and you may
being
have
around
to,
maybe at weekends,
evenings,
switching your hours around to the family's needs.
And they often pay much higher salaries because of that need for flexibility.
And how they are presented in a job advert as well is different. For a corporate situation, you're going to get a salary. This is what we're offering for this position. These are your hours. This is what we're offering. For a private domestic household setting, you're more likely to get a range. We're offering between X to Y dependent on experience. So if you've only got a year's experience in your back pocket, then you should be looking to be realistic and, you know, not expecting the top end necessarily. Whereas someone with loads of experience, lots of years of experience in a private household, they're going to be getting that top end, you know, looking to move at that top end.
Yeah.
So just be realistic with your expectations.
Yeah. And then another big difference, the final difference we're going to talk about is turnover. So staff turnover, we find, is often much lower in private domestic households, because, you know, people find a family that they love working for, and they find a job that they really enjoy, and they settle in, and they tend to stay there for much longer than we've seen in corporate office jobs.
Absolutely, you can grow in the position. A position may start out as nanny, for example. The children grow up, but you've crossed over to house manager or housekeeper or all of those things. You're indispensable to the family, so they keep you through that process. So it's an evolving situation, and families will, you know, maybe find out that you're fabulous at something in particular and take advantage of that, and, you know, bring that into your domain as you go forward in life and in your job. It's been lovely speaking with you. We hope you will join us again, and we will be covering some new topics here on our YouTube channel. So we look forward to interacting with you. So if you have any questions, please feel free to type them below, and we will get back to you ASAP. Have a lovely rest of your day and a great week, and we look forward to speaking again. Thank you for your time.
Bye.
Bye bye.